Stand by. And Meg, can you just move that? There we go, perfect. All right, type away, Reed. And roll for record. Still speaking. Push it in a little bit towards the windows, Meg. There we go. And Slater. And we'll go to Reed. Scene 1, Act 1.
Well, it started actually, I think, since probably before I could talk, really, since I've always been kind of interested in watching movies on the TV and looking at kind of the movie pages that my mom and dad would have around the house. So I'd always be excited to see the movies that come in the papers, and I would even tell even my preschool how excited I was for it, and they became even interested in seeing the movies I was looking at the paper, and I brought one in once. In the same way that, like, in Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman's character is really good at math, or being there, Peter Sellers' character is really good at planning, so I assumed that kind of maybe movies was the big thing for me. The name of my screenplay is Hollywood's Aspergian Mind. It's about someone with autism who is a novice screenwriter whose name is Ryan Cohen. His film professor introduces him to this Hollywood producer. Ryan refuses to sign the contract from the producer. His name is Russell Allen, and so then after Ryan leaves the limo, Allen takes the script for himself, and Ryan discovers that Allen plans to turn the script into a sitcom TV show, and so that leads Ryan and his friends to go to Los Angeles to figure out how they can stop Allen.
Hollywood's Aspergian Mind, Scene 1. Exterior, outside of AFL bench, day. Allen's limousine comes near the bench and slows down and stops to see Ryan.
Are you that Cohen kid that Miles Linden's speaking so highly of?
Yep, and you must be the guy who's part of one of my most interested industries.
Is that even a real phrase? Interested industry?
Well, sometimes I just like to come up with certain phrases. So anyway, are you gonna let me into your car?
Come on in. You sound just like the kid that Miles was talking about. So it's Ray.
There's a certain, I think, semi kind of autobiography to the story. In many ways, the character is a little bit inspired by myself, but it has a little bit of a fantasy element.
Movies lately?
Yeah, just last night I watched the movie The Station Agent.
Doesn't that movie have that special dude?
I think he's really talented.
Yeah, he's one of a kind.
I've kind of often, though, have thought of this script as being a little bit like the works of kind of Charlie Kaufman, who also kind of combined, I think, certain elements of semi-autobiographical, particularly in his movies, adaptation with some kind of fantastical element to it.
Sometimes comedians do what they can to make people laugh, even if it means pissing off women, gays, special people, fat people.
Okay, I'm sorry if you feel I was judging you. I do think that maybe other people who don't have autism may kind of pick up maybe a little bit more verbal cues, if that's right, but I think I really see myself as somebody who has tried hard to understand what people are like, and so I kind of feel like that is one area where even my autism has helped me.
Ryan, what the heck were you doing in there?
What did I do?
You just blew your chance to prove you can handle a meeting with Allen.
Are you saying you guys do not want me to talk like a screenwriter?
That's what you were trying to do? Ryan, you need to interact on a more individual level.
Yeah. Well, I've had enough of trying to interact with people on an individual level, Brianna.
Ryan is seen walking off.
Since I'm always trying harder in some ways to understand characters and what they're like, and that always gives me a more vivid sense on how I can develop my own characters.
This is about telling people who you really are.
Brianna, I don't have to tell everyone about my autism. I don't care what you and Dr. Franklin say.
Well, you do to succeed in show business.
Let me be the judge of that. I mean, maybe it's not true of all writers, but I think that a lot of them do kind of put a little bit of themselves into it, and I do think certainly having autism is an interesting part of who I am.
Alan should be stopped and be taught a serious lesson for all the people he has hurt. I don't know how to help you now that I am no longer a reporter.
Well, is there any chance we can get in touch with any of your contacts in Hollywood? Does Drew Barrymore still show any possibility at helping us?
Ryan, getting help from celebrities hardly comes once in a lifetime for college students. Try not to think about what happened before, and let's come up with a better plan.
Brianna, don't give up so easily. I just remember...
A lot of the times, it seems like the focus has been on this one particular character, and sometimes, like in the movie, being there, which many people do think Peter Sellers' character had autism, or in movies like Punch Drunk Love, there was some suggestion, I feel like Adam Sandler's character might have had autism, but I would like to see a script that focuses on multiple different types of autism people in the same way that the movie Crash focused on multiple different types of people who are racist.
So I had one other question. Reed, I'm curious, what exactly are you what is the message you are trying to communicate about people with autism through this project? What do you want people to take away from this?
Well, having autism is kind of a part of it, Ryan's quirk, but it basically it isn't made, I think, as too big a deal as seeing him as a super weird person, but there are kind of weird things basically about, let's say, all the characters in Screenplay, and I think that can be true of all the people in life. So it's interesting to kind of see what all these kind of different characters are like, and to see what is able to make them unique as well as what makes Ryan unique.
The three friends run quickly as the blue and yellow Dash bus arrived. They get on it and head to Flower Films.
My name is Reed Smith, and I am a screenwriter.